Everyone, my name is Miss Valerie, and today we're going to be painting with coffee. But first, I'd like to introduce you to our featured artist. Okay, here's our artist, Stefan Kuhnigk. Doesn't he look so happy? He's the creator of the Coffeemonsters. One day he spilled some coffee, looked at the stain, and decided, why not make a coffee monster? These are some of the Coffeemonsters I found online. I think they're pretty silly and fun. I especially like the bouncing one, the dragon one. There are so many. And there are a lot of artists that also paint with coffee, but I liked these ones a lot, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun making some of our very own. Okay, artists, I know you want to get started, but we need to get our supplies together first. You'll need some heavyweight white paper. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be white, but it can't be printer paper. You'll also need a paintbrush. Pouring the coffee out probably make a really big mess, so we're going to avoid that for now. Make sure that you have a space that is parent approved. Over the rug is not a good idea. You'll also need a pencil, and last but not least, you will need some coffee. Doesn't have to be very much. Make sure that you don't have coffee that has something in it. Just black coffee works. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I've got my coffee. I'm going to take my brush and dip it into my coffee and carefully kind of drip some drops of coffee onto my heavyweight paper. If you want it to dry faster, you can kind of paint with it, kind of spread it out. I have no patience, so I'm going to do that. If you let it dry naturally, it'll probably take like half an hour. Okay, we have some fun coffee stains to figure out what kind of creatures we want to make. I let mine dry overnight. Again, you don't have to do that, but let them dry a little bit. I'm going to take a look at this one. I like to start with some eyes. Kind of taking a look at each one to see what it might look like. You can give him some wings. Not everything has to be filled in with coffee. I think I might add on just a little extra accessory. Ooh, he's like a little bee. He might need bigger wings, but I think I'm going to leave it there for right now. And I might come back and fill in some of that later. What are all these going to be? I can press a little harder if I want it to be darker. And I think I'm going to bring in a thin Sharpie a little bit later too. Really thinking about where they're at, if I want them to wear. I like adding little hats and things. Sometimes I can just start adding things and then I get to discover what it is I'm drawing. I still haven't figured it out for this one. Press lightly if I want some of the coffee color to show through. Maybe I'll give them a place to be. I'm still leaving a lot of the brown of the coffee showing. I'm not gonna make everything dark. I like having the different tones, having the kind of gray of the pencil, the darker black, and the lighter brown. And you could bring other colors in too, but be careful to kind of keep the coffee look like you can see it, because that's what this is about. Now, a lot of people paint with coffee. There's a lot of different ways if you look up on the internet. I like how this is turning out. Remember that the coffee does need to dry a bit before you can start adding details. So you could find some other artwork to work on in the meantime, or get a little exercise, help your parents out. There you are. All right, until next time, hope you have a good rest of your day, artists, and be back with another video soon.